By now, we Albertans know that the carbon tax that the NDP is implementing starting January 1st, 2017, will cost us hundreds more yearly when it comes to personal costs for bills and fuel. We also know that we'll have to pay more for groceries as a result of increased transport costs, and more hidden costs that come along with this new tax will be the ones passed on to consumers from businesses that will have to increase their prices as a result of having to pay more themselves. And this tax will undoubtedly have more effects on investments. I had a chance to catch up with Paige McPherson from the Canadian Tax Federation to chat about some of these issues. We talked about the tax and how it would affect business. Here, McPherson talks about the outlook for businesses regarding the carbon tax.
I think that the carbon tax, first and foremost, is going to put a chill on business, a chill on investment, much like the other policies that our government has been imposing have been doing to the province. I think that things are only going to get worse in our business climate when you look at sort of the dangerous cocktail of different policies combined with low oil prices that businesses are facing in this province. And I think that the carbon tax is going to be the real big one after January 2015 or 2017 rather, because really, this is a built-in tax hike for businesses year after year after year. You know that your taxes are going to be going up. That's not a great thing in terms of businesses' bottom line.
We also had a chance to talk about how the carbon tax would increase costs to businesses and how that would in turn affect consumers.
And the carbon tax is just going to make life more difficult for those people who've been laid off, for people, who are still working as well. It's going to increase costs for families, but it's going to increase costs for businesses as well. We saw that, there really isn't a very rosy picture going forward for business in Alberta. And the fact that, there is a chill on investment is going to have a greater impact on that as well. The fact that the carbon tax is going to increase the cost of shipping goods, the cost of electricity is going to go up, partnered with giving big corporate welfare handouts to green energy companies. We've seen the impact that had on electricity prices in Ontario, where on-peak electricity prices are up 77%.
And finally, we talked about how the tax will affect further business investments here.
There is a chill on investment, that there is a chill on new businesses starting, stuff like that. We need to keep in mind that the carbon tax is only going to make this worse. The carbon tax is going to bring in revenue for the government, true, but that revenue, as we've seen with the fiscal update, it only goes to a point. Businesses have to be making profits in order for businesses to pay that revenue to the government, pay that tax revenue to the government. So if the businesses are deciding not to set up shop here because there is this massive carbon tax that's going to be increasing every year, combined with corporate tax hikes, different regulations like minimum wage hikes that make it difficult for business, well, that's going to be bad news for Albertans who are now looking for work and other Albertans who would like to, start up their own businesses here as well. These are things that businesses take into account when they're deciding, okay, do we further invest in Alberta or do we go to other jurisdictions in Canada where maybe there isn't this big punishing carbon tax combined with corporate tax hikes, combined with minimum wage hikes, combined with other things that, just create an environment of uncertainty.
The NDP are killing business and investments with corporate tax hikes, property tax hikes, additional costs to businesses in the form of the minimum wage, among others. What this all results in is what McPherson calls a dangerous cocktail for business. And it looks like this carbon tax is going to increase uncertainty and drive business away to more friendly environments. The worst thing of all is that it's going to be done on the backs of Albertans and future generations. For the Rebel.media, I'm Holly Nicholas.
Thanks for watching. Click here to never miss a Rebel update. Want even more of the Rebel? Well, click here to become a premium member.